neonatology as a profession has always developed out of a very close relationship between doctors and nurses. And the fascinating thing about neonatology is that we actually have a very common knowledge base with, again, divided into very different skill sets. So there may be things that the nurses carry a greater expertise than the doctors, whilst the doctors have gone to a total different training than the nurses. And the fascinating thing about neonatology as a team is that we have to work closely together, and we as a team are working on this interprofessional education and setting the standards, how we can transport these standards out to the community of the neonatologists worldwide.
Access everywhere to almost everything. I think that's the most crucial thing, because we were making the standards and we said just to have a link to a certain website
which we
gives people somewhere in the bush access to education.
that we never had when we started.
Exactly.
I also think, if I had to try and recall long ago when I started, there was nobody doing master's preparation or PhD preparation in nursing, neonatal nursing, and so this represents the start of thinking about what are the other opportunities for neonatal nurses in particular from our perspective to develop those skills and go on to different career paths with that those other levels of education.
If you talk about what has happened within education in neonatology, I think it has been a tremendous development, and that is due to many factors. Only 10 or 20 years ago, we didn't involve parents as much as we do today. We didn't have access to all the information. We didn't have the technological abilities that we have today. So everything has changed. Also, if you look at the level of viability for an immature infant, that has changed tremendously within the last 10 to 20 years. So today we are able to do more than we could before. And it doesn't seem that this development is stopping. And that in itself creates a bunch of demands to the people working with these neonates and their families. And that is why education and training is of huge importance.